What up, YouTube? Alright, I've been watching Zelda timeline videos, and you know what? This just gotta stop. Not the whole speculating and debating thing. The whole thing where you're wrong. That's what you gotta stop. It's a beer, whatever. Like for example, Ocarina of Hero 10 has a link to the past in between Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker. What? Stop it. Stop it. That doesn't make no fucking sense. Just stop. Anywho, I've been watching these videos, and people have just been either wrong or they're just stupid. And not everyone's stupid. A lot of people are smart. Like I could hear 10. He's intelligent. Like I really think he's intelligent. It's just that when let's go back. All right. First, like that's I've joined a Kingdom Hearts like what's that shit called? I'll just say Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, I joined the Zelda Theory forum to discuss all my Zelda theories about the timeline. And because I'm a Kingdom Hearts theorist, I know how to pick shit apart just like that. Now, there are people who skill far exceed my own, like Hindcode and Beam Nord. Like those motherfuckers are beasts. They'll like remember shit from like 16 years ago on the back of a manual box. I'm like, when the fuck did that happen? They're like, Article B, subsection A of that interview right here. Agent Newman says they can like pull it up. I'm like, motherfuckers, and I'll just sit there and lose the debate. I'm gonna be mad as hell. Like, fuck y'all. Now I'm playing Hindcode. You know, y'all alright. Anyway, like, yeah, but because I'm a Kingdom Hearts theorist, therefore I'm not to like pick shit apart and pick up like find like small shit. And because of that, like, I know there's some inconsistencies with the split timeline. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in the split timeline 100%. I believe it's fact canon. In fact, I believe that at the time of Majora's Mask is when it became concrete canon. I'll go into different levels of canon later. Right now, I'm going to go into the timeline. And even though I don't have any fancy pictures, I'll try to demonstrate what I mean. In the beginning, there was Zelda. You had our fucking magical energy blade. We shot energy shit at the Zolas, and they died. And we're like, hell yeah. And then Zelda 2 came out, and we're all pissed off because that shit didn't go like we wanted to. And then it was all mad, and people rioted in the streets. I was like 1 or 2, and I was crying because that shit was so like, not, because it was different from what it was in Zelda 1. Not really. I was crying because I was a baby. Anyway, that's the second game came out, which made it explicitly clear that it was a sequel to Zelda 2. That, and it said in game that it takes place after Zelda 1. With that out of the way, we go to the third game in the series. Zelda 3, aka A Link to the Past. Triforce of the Gods. I'll call it Link to the Past, because I'm not a fucking weeaboo. A Link to the Past supposedly takes place before Legend of Zelda, which makes sense because the prologue in Legend of Zelda specifically says that Ganon has attacked Hyrule before, and you're like thinking, when the fuck does that happen? You have to go online to Zelda Wiki or some shit like that and try to find a game that took place before Zelda 1. And you're like, That was the first game. How did they know? And then bam, you got a prequel right there. I'm not particularly unfond of prequels. Birth by sleep. Fuck off. I'm just saying, it fit. They just predicted that shit right off the bat. Interesting note about Link to the Past though is that like Hellions and the Hellion language have died out by the time of Link to the Past. Tasty. With that out the way. No, before I get that out the way, I just wanted to make it known that A Link to the Past geographically resembles Ocarina of Time Hyrule, which is old Hyrule. Not only that, but it has a Sacred Realm and the Master Sword. I'm letting that be known now so I can like bring that up later. Skipping to the next game, Ocarina of Time, a lot of people's favorite. I think it's a good game, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not the best game ever or it's not the best game in the series. I'm actually partial to Zelda 2 and Oracle of Ages. Those are my two favorite games. But I hate Spirit Tracks. Fuck that game. Ocarina of Time. At the end of the game, we all know yada yada yada. Zelda sent them back. Split timeline. This is supported by the fact that at the end of the game, even though Link is in his child form in the past of Hyrule, we see in the credits that Noboru and Naruto and Saria are all just sitting on the hill after the big party of like Hyrule celebrating. You see Bodon with Mito or Fado, whatever the fuck his name is, no one really gives a shit. And honestly, that happens at the end. You see them at the end. Everyone's celebrating because Ganon's dead. Like, yeah, bitch, yeah, you stink, take her back. Yeah, I'll Soldier Boy. I'm very toasty right now. Lay low. Do you know how many like videos I've canceled because I've been drinking? This is like the 10th one already. Anyway, I didn't spit the beer out or anything. At the end of Ocarina of Time, adult Zelda sends Link into his past. People try to like point out that there's a plot hole where the Ocarina of Time is still in the future. Granted, but I say it's a fucking plot hole. They ain't really think that one through. They just kind of implied something and expected people to get it. Whether people got it or not doesn't really matter at this point because that's what it was intended. But anyway, Link comes back, says Master Sword down, comes out. It still makes it pretty easy for Ganon to invade. I don't know why, but skip that. That's a theory. That's not even like something. That's not even canon fact. Link goes on to Majora's Mask. He keeps resetting time, which I personally believe that it's not him going. The thing with Zelda setting Link back is he's removed from time and sent back to that childhood age. With Majora's Mask, time travel, he's actually rewinding time. That's what I get the feeling you're implying. Anyway, he's rewinding time, not going back, leaving time over and over again.